Edwards, crossover, penetrates. Oh! He just evaporated the Kings defense.
Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That pullback.
89. We got a good one here at the Garden. Edwards turns the corner. Electrifying.
Check this out. So the heel sets the screen. Brunson kind of shows a little bit half-heartedly.
They need a dress shoe brand. Edwards! Just electrified the crowd.
Woo, baby.
Alexander Walker to Edwards. Edwards, step back three. Cash!
He had 18, was stuck on 18, but ends up and made some big shots, and none bigger than this one right here. I mean, that's like the shot he made in Sacramento earlier in the season.
Rudy was up in coverage. Jaden's so aggressive. Minnesota rolled and rotated that time beautifully.
Edwards splits the defense. Oh, the gorgeous slave for two. Second field goal of the night, a beauty. Really cool. Here is Edwards curling to the rim. To get Ant free. Case in point.
I mean, that's a staple play. It's a little.
Going OT. Edwards caught in the corner. Fires. Cash money.
It's going to be a two-possession game in any event. His toes on the line right there, but what an incredible.
Edwards crossover. Fires a three. Money. Oh, he cooked him in 4K. Edwards. Step through on Sarr. High arcing shot. Of course it drops. Oh, he's a magician.
This, you get contact and you get that kind of bounce.
Edwards on the drive, goes inside the floater, puts it in. T-Wolves take the lead.
Goes to the floater. One man to beat. That's too easy for Anthony Edwards.
It's 29-9 Minnesota since the end of the first. Edwards with a purpose. Baker goes and one. Of year number 5 for him, the additional leadership.
You got to get back, you got to build a wall, and you got to get connected.
Edwards down the lane, bucket in the foul.
I know it's a couple hours later, it's 10:34 back in the Central Time Zone, but this game is worth staying up for, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
DeRozan,
there you
go. And a rebound, DiVincenzo. Wolves quickly the other way. Edwards slicing down the lane. Count it, plus the foul.
And then Ant is in attack mode. Broken floor situation.
Bruno Fernando tried to keep it alive, but here's Randall the other way. Edwards racing down the lane, floats it up and through. Excuse me, fourth youngest in NBA history, and Gobert with the rejection. Up ahead, Randall back to Edwards. But this is how they close the show, Jim P.
Yeah. Rudy gets the block, and then Anthony Edwards.
But they've both been good shots, and you saw Irving really looking for him to get him the ball, and then Doncic in transition. They are looking for Klay Thompson.
Edwards taking it to the paint for the deuce.
This is a very smart player, Mike Conley, but that was not a good foul.
Minnesota's hit 6 here in the first quarter. Edwards had that monster start the other night, had 24 points in the first against Dallas. Step back jumper, got it. Three-pointer for Edwards, his third three-pointer.
Well, the team on the season, they're shooting just 32%. Edwards working on Sohan. Free throw line jumper is money. Scarier players to defend in the NBA. Edwards putting the moves on Sohan. Timberwolves up 1. San Antonio nursing a 3-point lead. McDaniels, the strip and the theft over to Edwards, getting up.
He's the one that kind of got it all started, right? He was he was 3 of 3 right away in this game.
Here he is on the attack this time. 3 the old-fashioned way.
Against Charlotte, Boston was really put them through the paces early in the game, but Charlotte came back in both of those games.
Hadn't hit one so far today. Hornets as a club are just 3 for 16 from behind the arc.
Randall spins in the lane, hangs, couldn't finish, got it back. Edwards, did he beat the clock? The officials will count it. Yeah, he beat the clock. It's going to be a 9-point deficit for the Wolves at the break.
Melhor para Minnesota no rebote. No comando, Anthony Edwards.
Uma vantagem
Já
de
para o
jogo.
arremesso frontal.
Timeout, tem que parar o jogo.
A vantagem. Man. Intervalo no modo Prime.
It's 22 points for Portland's bench, just 9 for their starters.
Gobert, the hammer!
This is a different Rudy Gobert. This is
Oh, man.
Rudy's been fine. He's been
Fight and a little bit of rhythm on a tough back-to-back. Edwards catches it in the lane, gets it to go, and he's fouled.
inside. Minnesota gets possession, and it's Dante DiVincenzo making another play.
So it's not an assist for Edwards, it's an offensive rebound for Reed?
I guess. Yeah.
Inside Edwards, off glass.
Olympics. High-low action with Julius Randle. He made a name for himself, didn't he? Making that play.
No doubt.
Did it in high school, did it at UCLA.
Edwards, the flush. Around the Kamara screen. And he puts it up way off the window. Kamara's follow won't drop. Up ahead, Edwards, another throwdown.
And then to shoot off the 1 foot, and then Dante fires it down to Ant for the easy basket. So.
It was a great dime from Herter. Edwards, tough step back. Oh, he drained it. Edwards penetrates, hangs, got the lay-in, plus the foul.
How was that big? I mean, it was Minnesota was on top of the world, and then all of a sudden the Kings just came storming back behind De'Aaron Fox.
Couple of moves, kicks it out to Randall. He wants it back. Edwards penetrating, got the reverse. Clock winding down. Edwards crossover in a tight space, flips it up, count it, and put him on the line. He's cooking.
And get through tight spaces like this with the handle.
And both players had key contributions to the gold medal. Edwards cleared for takeoff. Against Boucher, Mitchell, Pirtle, Grady Dick, and Ochai Agbaji trying to contest Anthony Edwards to no avail. Jakob Pirtle leading the NBA in total second chance points this season. Edwards on the drive, got the lay-in to go. Edwards getting to the...
Anthony Edwards. Sigue votando Edwards. Qué rápido, qué físico tiene Edwards.
Dillingham ahead to Edwards. Under a minute now in the third. Edwards downhill, puts it up, count it, and put him on the line.
It's when he gets on the floor, it just energizes everybody. You know, it just he plays with such great energy, and then he's feeding Ant, and now Ant's on it.
From 3. Here is Edwards looking to turn the corner. Edwards, the spin, and the banker. That was beautiful.
Come on now, how good was that? Smooth as that move.
Edwards comes up with a steal. Edwards tosses it down. It's a 1-point game. Huge steal there from Anthony Edwards.
That's just the turnovers from both teams.
Gonna penetrate inside. Floater won't go. Randall the rebound. Quickly ahead to Conley. Edwards cutting to the rim, high off window. That gets the scoring started tonight.
And the rebounding. I love rebounders that go after it with two hands. You see Rui Hachimura.
Last year got in 6 games with Golden State. This tonight, his 7th already that he's played with them this year. Edwards so smooth on the spin.
Curling that screen, picked up by Looney, and that's just
6-point Minnesota lead. Edwards. Pull up 3 is good. Plus the foul.
a spectacular jump shooter. And yet another 3 off the dribble, just squaring up Lindy Waters, hand down, and just rises up and nails it. And Atlanta getting great contribution from Jalen Johnson. He is a really effective player.
Edwards turns the corner, Euros reverses, and the foul. And over to McDaniels. Edwards sidestepping 2. Why not? A 30-point night for Anthony Edwards. It is such.
And you have Andrew Wiggins out. That doesn't help your bench points. Mr. Curry is coming to the scorer's table. Alexander Walker again. 2 monster threes. Anthony Edwards gives Minnesota the lead. He can smell it.
Oh, the activity inside. Conley over to Edwards. Penetrating. Count it. And put him on the line. Anthony Edwards with a 3-point play opportunity.
At the point of attack right there, and then Anthony Edwards going right to the rim. Max Christie.
He picked up 3 fouls in 5 minutes in the first half. 0 for 1. Edwards stops on a dime, kisses it off the window for 2.
Snaps that thing above the rim. There's no reason why he can't do that.
Oh, beautiful crossover. 3-ball. Money. Anthony Edwards with 16 on the night. Wembanyama. Oh, nice feed. Castle at the bottom of the backboard. Up ahead. Edwards ahead of the pack and throwing it down.
Jared Greenberg, rest of our TNT crew. Julius Randle so far has stolen the show from Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards on the drive and kick. McDaniels from the corner. Boy, this Minnesota offense, highly efficient stand here at the start.
For the McDaniels 3. Edwards with only 1 shot.
A little bit too much. Brunson screaming for a foul as he worked against his old buddy DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards, the spin, the sleight of hand, just electric. His 3rd shot attempt of the night.
Look at this, great spin, great finish to the rim. Timberwolves by 7 going to the break.
Working with Towns into the corner for McBride. Short arms the 3, gets his own miss. Edwards off and running. Easy deuce.
Man, a little bit too much at spiked eggnog. Here's Edwards to the rim, going to the reverse. Conley could not see the rolling Gobert. Edwards downhill, flips it up and through.
And was drafted 4th by Atlanta, in 2019 after winning the NCAA championship.
Edwards, baseline drive, flip it up and through. The reverse working to perfection. Edwards with the beautiful drive and finish.
And, conversely, Atlanta before that last time out had been 3 of 3, and Garrison Matthews was killing Minnesota with those corner 3s.
Edwards to the cup.
Kyrie with another one of those magical shots with his offhand. He's just an artist. One of a kind. Edwards elevates and got the lefty lay to fall in traffic. And Christmas presented by State Farm continues after this message and a word from our ABC station. And Rudy turns it over almost. Edwards with 3. He's got to fire soon. Has to hoist one. A 9-1-1. Anta Claus is in the building, folks.
Making over 4 per game, and this one is just pure talent. But they have to pick up the pace. They were really easy to guard in that first half, which is unusual.
A deep 3 is butter. Anthony Edwards. Edwards staring down P.J. Washington. Drives it left, elevates, got it to fall. Ant-Man on the J.O.B.
Not just to score, but to get fouled.
You talk about the balance between his threes and drives. He shot 7 threes tonight. Is that about a good number?
DiVincenzo penetrated, sets up Edwards. Edwards to the rim, takes the contact, count it, and put him on the line.
Game last night, Detroit was dead in the water. And they came back and they made plays and they took the heart away from the Sacramento Kings.
Got it back from Randall. And that was Edwards, the hero on Friday. The lob to Gobert. Beautifully done.
A ton of threes made all season long.
Yeah, and I like him shooting the ball in the corner. I love him gravitating to that short corner. He's been Mr. Reliable so far this year.
Edwards gets his first bucket.
That's what the Spurs do. They lead the NBA in assist percentage.
Oh, beautifully done. Ant with the rainmaker. Opportunity for the Wolves here, down by 4. Edwards. Oh, snaking down the lane. High up the glass. Beautifully done by Edwards.
He likes to drive left. And he goes that direction, but then getting it up over the top of Wemby. Julius Randle want that basketball or what? Man, he wanted that possession.
Edwards, step back. Oh, net on the 3.
And the Timberwolves come in with a home record of 9-6, and last year 30-11. Edwards with a 3, and it's perfect.
And moments ago, our Allie LaForce with Boston coach Joe Mazzulla.
State Farm Audio Assist. Cada has come back in. Pritchard is out. A little bit more size out there for Boston. Driving into 2 defenders, knifing in there. Beautiful play.
Edwards with his first rebound of the ball game. Randall.
Rudy had Tobias Harris right at the front of the rim.
Edwards step through, hanging, got the bounce.
But he has 7 assists. Edwards rises and fires and fills it. What a shot.
6-12.
Edwards, 51. Ties a career high. Sizing up Coffee. The blow by and the flush.
Well, he gets hit on the wrist by Nicholas Batum. He gets completely hacked, and I have to say, just
yet to score. Or just 2 for DiVincenzo. Edwards goes off glass, count it, and put him on the line.
Got the defender to reach in, and then he gets the contact. Watch that right there, leads to Zubac.
4 minutes to go. Clippers are going to try to keep Edwards from hurting them. Here's Edwards all the way to the rim. Oh, it rolled in. Plus the foul. On Saturday. What a finish. Sets up Edwards. 30-point night. Watched by Jones. Edwards, sidestep, fires, and he drilled it! Kill shot, ladies and gentlemen. Edwards on an island with Porter. 40 seconds to go in regulation. Edwards, 3 more. Cash! Oh my God! After all this time off, let's test that conditioning.
Yes.
Here's Edwards. Got a 3. Rainbow. There he is now. Watched by Edwards. Edwards, cookies. Off to the races. And the hammer. Edwards with the highlight.
In the NBA. He missed both free throws, but it's tapped out to Edwards. Another chance for Minnesota. Edwards for 3, got it. Anthony Edwards, 40.
Edwards behind the back. Picked up the dribble. Skip pass. McDaniels in the corner. Boom!
Smaller man on him, but he couldn't do a thing about it. 4 on the clock, so you know Edwards is going up. And
Nothing you can do about that.
Right. On display, and he hasn't missed yet.
But here's the thing, Joe. These are tough shots.
Tried to step through outside to Conley. Fans wanted to travel. Edwards downhill, puts it up and in. The third foul now on Edwards.
Shot clock is winding down. Ant knows what to do. Put it in attack mode, being very decisive here these last two.
It's like
Edwards split the defense. Oh, down the lane. Count it and put him on the line.
Dude's playing with a ton of joy. And that's been because it wasn't fun. Before that,
a lot of apartments.
It's a lot of tribute videos.
Can't buy a house. Edwards, right down, hit a pin. Great start for Minnesota. Edwards making a play at the rim. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Edwards splits the defense. Count it and put him on the line. McDaniels outside to Randall. Edwards, the pump fake penetrates. Man, big time flush.
That was big time. Jason Goebel saying, what is that? I mean, they just got knocked off and Ant with the two-hand.
Yeah, reset the shot clock.
Exactly.
Edwards spinning inside, flips it up. It drops, plus the foul.
I think he maybe thought for a second about passing it, but then
feeds it inside to Randall. Randall outside. Edwards, the pump fake. Sidestep, mid-range, goal.
Julius ran out of real estate, so he gets it out to Ant, who takes on Sarr, and then
10 on the clock. Edwards working on Coulibaly, crossover, step back three. Cash! How do you leave Curry wide open? Curry with 12 points in this opening quarter.
They're not even running any exotic action for him either.
First three since the opening frame for Curry, 5th of the night. Edwards attacking, contact, and one. A three-point chance for Edwards, his first points of the second half.
Get to the line, double digits very often in games, but now you've got a team on their heels because of all these whistles.
It was a cool operator. So strong, too. He's fouled, and they count it. They give him a continuation, Jim. Let's see, did he gather it for it? Right there was the foul and the continuation.
Yeah, look, he was in his upward motion. He did lose the ball. Edwards, step back, three-pointer's good. And this is now the largest lead of the game. He's got 31. What a performance from Anthony Edwards.
LeVert shooting 43% from three-point range this season. That is a career high. Edwards, crossover, three more! Largest lead of the game for the Cavaliers.
There's been no movement by Minnesota. There's no body player movement at all.
Reed for three, got it!
We've seen it work before, and it works against a lot of teams. I mean, it's NBA players don't like playing against zone defenses.
6 turnover for the Cavaliers. Edwards, three ball, bullseye.
Movement patterns, spatial awareness, so they have adopted to this new style and have excelled on the offensive end. And speaking of excelling there.
Edwards looking for a seam. Edey comes out, they leave Edwards, finds the laces, and he buries it.
Yeah, rookie mistake there. Edey leaving too early created that opening for Edwards.
And we got a 3-point game as we come down the stretch here in Grind City. Edwards bottled up, steps between, and he goes glass. Edwards taking him to the schoolyard. 31 for Edwards, and everyone's gonna catch their breath. You're watching the NBA on TNT.
Jackson Hayes is in. Christie searching. Rebounded by Edwards. He snags it off the miss. Davis went for the steal. Edwards, pedal to the metal, all the way to the rim. Hangs and hits. The Ant-Man getting to the hole. Anthony Edwards ready to take the mantle. One of the best players in the league.
See, coaches noted, players dread it. When it happens, you know it's going to be on film the next day.
Edwards! Long two-pointer. Anthony Edwards beats the shot clock.
Edwards finding Naz Reid in the corner. Cash!
Check out the runs on this game. It's just fascinating.
Edwards. Wolves on top!
Unreal. The way that Nickeil was able to take that pass that was a little bit behind him. It was behind him, and he got it right back into his shot pocket and was able to knock that one down. Oh, my goodness. The shooting in this game has been sublime.
Oh, beautiful move. The lefty lay. Count it and put him on the line. That will silence this crowd.
And in-out dribble by Ant, and the way that he's improved his handle since the compete level in this game is so high from everybody on both rosters.
Edwards beyond the arc. They call it a long two.
And Anthony Edwards stepping back, toeing the line. You can see that right toe.
Edwards looking for an opening, floats it up top. Gobert caught it high, brought it down low. 10-3.
Randall turn it over on the travel. Last possession for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. It's a long two, and it's good.
Great play by Randall. And now it's DiVincenzo. Over to Edwards. Long distance connection. Bottoms.
That's an improving player, right? You come back the next season and you got something new in your game. That shows me you put the time in.
Fortunately, turnover. And Edwards.
Timeout, and you dominate. Again, Anthony Edwards gets the steal. Ochai Abaji's on his tail. Look at him. Bang, bang.
Randall up ahead. Edwards one-on-one with Thompson. Makes his move. Oh, that's crafty! Thanks for Anthony Edwards, but let's not forget the bread and butter.
Oh, and you know.
Off the switch. That one doesn't roll down. Reid secures it.
Doncic's shooting struggles from last night.
Oh! Anthony Edwards is putting on an offensive exhibition. Get it in for Naz Reid, 1:18 to play, first quarter. Marshall defending Edwards. Gobert the screen. Edwards. Oh, this is ridiculous! Anthony Edwards! Edwards one-on-one with Irving. 6 seconds left. They send the double. DiVincenzo back for Edwards. 2 seconds. One. Edwards lays it in with .6. Extra. DiVincenzo. Nice pass on the interior. Randall feed it around the perimeter. Edwards. The penetration and the ephus.
Randall to Edwards. Minnesota down 4, under 2 to play. Edwards a three-pointer. Bang! Anthony Edwards from downtown. It's a one-point game.
Important to finish the half out with a strong performance here for the Spurs. Brandon with the handle, McDaniels with the steal. Edwards.
Another Kentucky plug-and-play kid, by the way, too.
No question. Edwards, the step through. The elevator doors open.
Everyone in action tonight to help open up the schedule tomorrow. And for more information, everyone can go to nba.com/elections.
Thank you, Katie. Man, 1 quarter down. We're all knotted up at 24. That was, maybe it was Lexus Club. Go back and get another Sprite. Edwards puts it up off the window. High degree of difficulty on that one. Ayo Dosunmu back in for Chicago. That was the 7th turnover of the game for the Bulls. Here's Edwards, a little Euro, stops on a dime, puts it up and in. The strength
goes up. It's incredible balance. I mean, like seriously, incredible balance. Lunch pail, hard hat every night.
Edwards behind the back, hanging in the air, and got the finish. A highlight for Anthony Edwards.
With the three-pointer, his first of the night. Edwards drives and scores.
That's a tough bucket.
This is the largest lead of the game for the Timberwolves at 4. Pulling. And Edwards hits again.
Pulling. You saw that in his eyes. You saw it coming down the floor. He was just walking into that shot. He's going to come here, walks him down, and it just raises up. Splash.
A 12-0 Timberwolf run.
Edwards, 30 points, adding to it. You bet. 33 for employee number 5. In this fourth quarter. A 38-19 advantage, 41-19 advantage after that Edwards 3.
He works hard. 4 of 9 for Denny Avdia.
Edwards a foot behind the line. He is feeling something tonight. Anthony Edwards with his 8th.
So he's still trying to round himself into shape.
Nice feed inside. Edwards to Randall.
He plays above the rim, and he's been just a great pick-and-roll partner his entire time in the NBA.
Good ball movement. Alexander Walker. No look. Edwards the flood. Fix the rim after this dunk from Edwards, Jim B.
And this time he's able to bait Gobert enough toward the ball to get his big man, Donovan Clingan, the dunk.
Edwards closely guarded.
Halfway through this third quarter, open court steal. Edwards coast to coast.
So gets the steal. He's off to the races.
I beg your pardon, 4 for O'Neal off the bench. Edwards on the spin. Edwards feeling it. 17 now for the game.
Edwards. Wolves an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Edwards rises off glass. Wolves on top.
Here comes Anthony Edwards, whose scoring has increased every year in the league. This is his 5th season out of Georgia, former #1 pick. Goes past Al. So tough.
That's how low he gets. When he goes to the basket, I mean, that is a ton of force going forward. So,
no assists, but they have 18 assists on 24 field goals. Edwards, nice move, scoops it up and in. DiVincenzo out, Alexander Walker in. Anthony Edwards puts it in. 14-point game. Edwards puts it up off the window. He's having a big night. 24 for Anthony Edwards. Edwards downhill, outside. Conley again. Boom! Off of 12 Minnesota turnovers. Can they take care of the ball this time? And one opportunity for Anthony Edwards. Season as 8th in the NBA.
Everything is so hard.
It doesn't have to be. I mean,
Edwards turning the corner, drew 3 defenders. Conley connects. Boy, what a pass by Anthony Edwards. We're talking about a trend now, and it's a positive trend for Minnesota. Edwards lobbing it up. Gobert, a little exclamation point.
You got to take the opportunity to try to go inside a little more with these minutes. Edwards, kick out to Naz Reid. That's all Anthony Edwards.
Opportunity to get back, run up and down the floor, get some good player development time. And was really curious how his team was going to respond here tonight. It's been sluggish. Edwards to step through, put it up over Davis for 2.
Anthony Edwards taking on AD, give him a little pump fake right there, finishes with the step through.
Oh, is that Kareem? Randall out to Edwards. Edwards, clock winding down, fires from mid-range. Good. 9 for Anthony Edwards.
Wembanyama right there to protect the basket.
Outside look, Edwards beating the shot clock. Edwards the board. Edwards Going at Harrison Barnes. Turnaround at the free throw line is pure. He's 1 for 9 from three-point range this month. Edwards rises, faded away, and it goes down. Anthony Edwards up to 16 points in the ballgame.
And who does Minnesota turn to for offense? Here's their star. Edwards swallowed up by Towns. Out for the three. Massive shot for Alexander Walker. As the Knicks come up empty, rare miss into the corner. This is Edwards, and he bangs it in. Badly needed bucket. If this was Cat maybe younger, maybe there'd be a little concern, but he's just such a measured player. His temperament. As Edwards launches a three in front of the Knicks bench.
There's another turnover. Edwards leading to the flush.
Edwards being guarded by Kyrie Irving. Goes quickly off the dribble. Finds a cutting Gobert who punches it home.
But to George's point, even when Anthony Edwards was at Georgia, played as a freshman under Tom Crean, that's his 4th assist right there. A good angle to the basket for Rudy Gobert.
You've already turned it over 5 times this game. You've given up offensive rebounds. You're losing the second chance points battle.
Oh, Edwards, nice crossover, rises and drills the triple. Early, 11 points, 4 of 5 shooting, 3 for 3 from 3.
And just make him miss and just try to get a hand up in the test.
Edwards down the lane, the decel, and put it through. Anthony Edwards putting in work.
When your team gets rolling, that momentum tends to permeate through your team.
Edwards climbing the ladder to the rim.
So Anthony Edwards puts the hezzy.
Shot clock at 10. Sohan, right there. Edwards,
and he starts to go to work on this right side, and those are close, boy. But he gets fancy with the footwork, able to keep that pivot foot, and he works himself into a nice 10-footer along the baseline.
Edwards stepping through. Left hand.
Backing down Wiggins. Has to give it up. Edwards down the lane. Sandwiched by defenders and still finds a way. He's got 6 this year alone. Edwards takes the contact. Will they give him continuation? Yes, they will. Show offensively for Minnesota. He now has 31. No one else on the team has more than 5. They're going to get their 17th win of the season. Edwards puts it up. It drops. New career high for Anthony Edwards. New building record for points by an opponent. Edwards over to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Lone Wolf. Cash! Edwards around a Gobert screen. Weaving around traffic. Step throw. Puts it in. 14 now for Anthony Edwards.
Because you can see Kawhi Leonard tracking it down. Anthony Edwards with a little step through. Dante
can't hit the 3. DiVincenzo the board. And Minnesota, after trailing by 19, has the chance to take the lead. And they do. First lead since it was 7-4.
Julius had a very difficult shot, so the walk-up 3 by Ant. So the thing we know for sure is Dante Naz and Nickeil have been great as Ant knocks down another triple.
Tight play to make, and then Edwards gets an interception on the other end. Edwards, 3-ball, Cash! Murray's had some struggle with his shot so far this season. Here's DiVincenzo the other way. Setting up Edwards. Step back 3, got it! Fearless approach. And his Ant-Man.
Get more information, get your tickets, and get to the building and get some fresh looks. Edwards underneath and the foul.
I'll tell you this much, you ain't lying about they sell out.
Chris Finch has run a lot of great action with Ant. bringing them on pin downs from the baseline side, bringing them from the baseline up, not just for players, but for referees as well. So NBA players or NBA referees, when they come back from injuries and attacks, right there, nice lefty finish with the drive and the lefty finish. Leah should have been there. Leah should have been there. She should have been invited.
Edwards left alone and drains his first triple in 2 ball games. He was 0 for 5 on Saturday.
Rescreen action here. Oh, excuse separation right there. I mean, that is a nasty step back.
Downhill, gives it up to Alexander Walker. Now it's Edwards with it. Clock winding down. Step back 3. Bullseye!
Yeah, that's how you do it. And is completely dominating this quarter. Minnesota's got a little.
That's the longest active streak in the NBA. Oh, Edwards left Valanciunas and drains the tray.
Sitting on the bench. Haven't forgot about that.
Andrew Wallet haven't forgotten either. First field goal of the night. This has been a good one from the opening tip. Edwards, the lob to Gobert has been working to perfection tonight.
It's wingspan on that.
Edwards, the fadeaway is pure.
Oh, be careful. Ant-Man's heating up.
McDaniels gives it up to Edwards. Edwards, 27 points on Tuesday. Pull over Herter, got it.
In great position all the time. You have to be aware of him where he is when you're throwing the ball out.
Oh, deep corner triple from Edwards. And traded to Toronto last season is Edwards. Pull up, that time toe beyond the arc. Knock down the triple.
Doing a great job of using the screen of Rudy Gobert to get himself open.
Edwards, that pass nearly stolen. They work it around. Edwards, 3-ball, corner pocket. Led by as many as 22, really expecting the Raptors to just go away. Edwards in the corner, cash!
The Wolves only gave up 46 points a game in the paint. Already this year, 56.
Pull-up pop. It's lethal from Edwards off the glass.
Well, we've seen it all. The things we talked about from Gafford offensively tonight. He's run, he's rolled, he's rebounded.
No hesitation from Edwards, who cans the triple.
Last year in the conference finals. We'll see how it goes tonight.
In and out for Irving. Edwards and Randall on the same page. Hot hand. Yes, sir!
Here it is, Edwards from 3. He's been shooting 13 of them a game.
Dinwiddie can't hit the 3. Rebound deflected. Run out for DiVincenzo. Goes behind the back with the razzle-dazzle dribble. Edwards got it! Anthony Edwards is unconscious.
Joe Ingles getting some minutes. He has not played a lot. Chris Finch has only used 9 players so far this season. Edwards on the cut, and Randall with his 4th assist. Edwards left wide open. His 3-pointer gets the forward bounce.
Just think about just shots taken too, by the way. So
yes. Oh, he's 7'3". Yeah. Edwards' first 3 of the night rattles home. Anthony Edwards off to a fast start. 2 for 2 from. And the Spurs give it right back. Edwards. Working on Champagnie, elbow jumper, swish.
It seems like he has way more than 15 points in this game.
No doubt.
His third 3 of the game.
Edwards got a 3. His 3rd of the night.
Gotta stop trading baskets.
Randall over to Edwards. He wants 3. It's good.
Can you tell, was that blocked by Jaden? Like he did a great contest on it. Looked like he might have redirected that a little bit.
Edwards squares up and drains the tray. 8th rebound of the game. Randall outside. Edwards, 3-ball, corner pocket.
It's not been a great shot blocking team this year, but it's kind of changing now. Rudy's getting out there.
Edwards, an open look coming off the screen, and Anthony Edwards hits the catch and shoot 3.
And then, of course, you're putting Jaden on whoever the most prolific scorer is. Ant knocks down the corner three.
That is the 5th made three-pointer tonight for Anthony Edwards. Here comes Avdia thinking exactly that, pushing the pace. A steal from Conley. Conley's got Edwards. Ant gets the basket. And Anthony Edwards wanted the foul call. Time got whistled for travel.
Yeah, we're trying to go at Mike a little bit, but Mike in the gap that time gets the steal, gets it over to Anthony Edwards in transition, who Ant thought he got fouled. And
Edwards, 16 points here in this third quarter. And Ant's gonna try another one. And he's got number 9!
Randall over to Reed, outside. Edwards won't take the three, instead will drive, kiss it off the window with the left. Randall seeing the double. Skip pass. Edwards needs to get going. Drains the three. Rebound Gobert.
Nice.
Gobert now with 10 rebounds.
Nice veer that time by Jaden to get back and switch. Ant knocking down the three off the Rudy screen on the offensive end. A lot of times Ant will handle it, but also he'll throw out to Rudy and come get it from him. And just the angle of Rudy's screen.
Edwards using Gobert as a strainer and knocked down another tray.
6 of 15 shooting. He's got 14 in the game.
Edwards into the teeth of the defense, puts it up and in. Back-to-back hoops for Ant-Man.
Sizes up Jeremy Grant, is able to bully him in the painted area with the left shoulder.
Gobert. Edwards goes for the 2 and scores. We have 60.
Ant didn't get back in front. Julius didn't contest. Just a spot shot for Keegan Murray right there.
I love the 2-point jump shots. Here's Edwards. The drought is over. He has 25. Edwards rises and delivers. 7-point ball game. Plumlee threw it right to Randall. Randall up ahead. Edwards flips it up and through. And guys who you wouldn't even consider quick have been able to get a step to the rim. Edwards, little head fake swish.
And demands the basketball back.
Fires over Booker. Money! And they're firing up anything. Again, they'll fire 53s a ball game. Edwards will shoot 10 a game. Knocks down his first 3, and Joe Mazzulla calls time. Randall gives it back to Edwards. Horford shadowing him. Nice step back. Edwards, score! Rockets liable to have some lulls. Can Minnesota take advantage? They force a turnover. Edwards lays it up and through. 9-point ball game.
Good support help by Minnesota, in gap help that time. The backdoor cut. Naz gets the poke away. So that's what I love about Naz Reid right there. I mean, he's in help. It's 60-40. And then with De'Aaron Fox, be more aggressive with him. You got to have a little bit more aggressive attitude, especially gap help and low man help as well.
Edwards for 3. They only had 8 rebounds. Edwards, 3 more. Yes, sir. To just 4 for the Kings.
All those help and recover situations that Rudy's in, trying to clean up the mess for someone else and then get back to his own.
Edwards sets the feet. Alexander Walker outside. Edwards, score!
A couple times now, Nikhil has made a play. You better X out and get someone to the hot shooter. I mean, I really do like Keon Ellis a lot. I mean, Minnesota has been pretty good in the three-point battle against Sacramento, but boy, they are killing Minnesota in the paint right now as Ant gets a rim attack right there.
Edwards down the lane, easy lay-in for 2. Randall in the lane, nearly stripped. Nowhere to go with it. Finds a cutting Edwards, push shot, drops.
And honestly, every single person across the board on the organization has admitted to the lack of connection.
Yeah.
And I think some of it has to do with the timing of the trade as Anthony Edwards gets their second three to go. Julius has one. Now Anthony, who's taken a ton of those.
Dunn anticipated that perfectly with Randall. Edwards in the corner. Where the strip happened, not a foul. Where the arm grabbed arm, foul. Edwards says no foul needed.
Call. And so go under a screen. Rudy Gobert is as good as it gets.
And he had gone 0 for 4 before that and 0 for 2 before that.
No, he's 0 for 16 right now.
Yeah.
He missed one earlier in this quarter.
Got a lot of respect for LeBron, though, that at 40 years of age, he still plays in all these games. He could have taken a night off tonight real easy.
Edwards bombs away.
I mean, you get him out there at the same time. If Jaden's not in foul trouble and he's able to play with Jaden, and you got Ant out there, what an incredible group of dynamic defenders as Ant just drains the slot three.
Edwards outside to Randall. Randall had a tremendous first half. Pass inside to Gobert. Outside, Edwards lines up a three. That's good. It's on Rudy Gobert.
Anthony Edwards.
Warriors 6 for 7 to start this game. Edwards drops it in.
You know, and just working hard, earning everything, knowing that nothing's given, and just that mindset. That's what Coach Nat is all about. And
Surprised Gobert didn't roll so that Naz Reid could be the pop guy.
Edwards connects on a three.
He wants to get it back to Edwards. Got Buddy Hield on him instead of GP2. Edwards takes 10 threes a game. I think the fans did not like the delayed Gobert reaction.
Yeah, but that's what happens if you get hit in the eye. You're going to react back.
Anthony Edwards puts it right in your eye with a three. Steve Kerr desperately looking for some kind of offense. Warriors have lost 6 out of 7 and haven't been able to hit 100. And Anthony Edwards is hitting from everywhere.
Edwards, step back, got Davis in the air. Shot won't go, got his own, put it up and through. The defense froze. Quarter. 18 in the ball game. Little step through. Got his own for 2, 69. 57-44. Edwards spins, fires, and connects.
I mean, Ant feels like he's being fouled.
Haven't needed much in the way of scoring from Jalen Brunson tonight. 11 points with Towns leading the charge. 22 for Towns, and Minnesota trying to chip away.
Now, we thought these fans were being patient then. McDaniels finds Edwards. Cash! They were aware of the clock. Edwards.
That shows you how much time 0.8 is.
Edwards the answer.
Got over the top.
And Edwards didn't pick up the foul. He was playing with 4 fouls. Got a good screen. Fires again. Edwards on a heater.
At 37 years young in his 18th NBA season. Edwards right to the glass and lays it in.
Well, he had a step on Dyson there coming off that little brush screen.
Getting by Capella. Outside McDaniels. No good. Randall tipped it to himself. Rifle pass outside Edwards. Money.
To be able to call out your dunks, right?
Well, yeah, when you call a shot like that.
Edwards didn't call the three, but they'll count it anyway, and we're tied at 5. By all accounts, has put much more effort into his game at the defensive end. Look at him navigate that screen, but sometimes the other guy's just a little bit better. Edwards with the soft touch.
But instead of just blasting off here, which he can do, he just decelerates a little bit, lets Kyrie Irving fly by, and still able to get it to go down. Daniel Gafford credit for keeping that offensive rebound alive.
They tilt the defense to Edwards. Got his man airborne, and boy, great deft touch by Ant. 10 on the shot clock for Ant-Man. It's been a quiet fourth quarter for him. Not for long. Anthony Edwards off glass.
Edwards for 3. Door. Edwards wants the screen. Working on Smith. The pull-up mid-range is good. Largest lead of the night for Minnesota. Baseline J. Edwards. Clock winding down. Step through the left. They were playing without John Morant in that game and trailed by as many as 31. Edwards has Lou Dort go down, mid-range two, money.
And he is starting tonight, like we mentioned before, if you're joining us late for the injured Jaylen Brown.
Well, he's now 8 for 15 from 3 in these last 2+ games.
Well, look at the attacking Edwards inside where he usually finds it.
Yeah, listen, the guy who's made a huge contribution for Boston, we saw it there defensively, is Neemias Queta. And Joe Mazzulla sticking with him down the stretch here in the fourth.
Nice looking shot.
Tremendous so far this season. Edwards, step back three, bullseye.
Right in Malik Beasley's grill that time. Switched out the coach. Coach Beard was let go, and so he decided not to do that.
Edwards on fire in this first half, 23.
Anthony Edwards, he is not being denied. Step back beyond the arc that time, knocks down 1-3. And he comes back into his sweet spot. I mean, that's become quite the sweet spot.
Edwards, 44-point night. Takes the contact, scores, no whistle. Oh, deflection by McDaniels. DiVincenzo comes out of there with it. 4-on-1. Randall to Edwards, and he got the finish.
And getting to the baseline, knocks down the jumper. And very decisive.
That pass right to McDaniels. Good defense. Edwards racing down the lane and lays it in. Edwards. Oh, the Euro and the finish. Missing from the perimeter.
Great contest by Jaden that time to stay in front, react to that step back, got a hand up.
Edwards has just set a franchise record. Game record, so he's already up to 102.
Okay.
Already up to 102. He has 12 points already. Oh my goodness. Red hot. 14 of Minnesota's 20 back-to-back for Minnesota. Edwards for three. Yes, sir. Minnesota responding. Edwards with his 7th three-pointer of the night. We know how the internet goes. They don't care. Gobert, step through, tosses it out. Edwards for three. Boom!
Got an open look that time. Seems to step on Ant's foot, and then 2 wide open threes by 10 or 15 points had they just taken care of the basketball, rebounded it. And that played
Edwards, 2 more.
Man, he's just attacking right now. Rudy's playing drop coverage that time, trying to help out Julius in pick and roll game, and he's not getting out there fast enough as Ant knocks down the slide 3.
The Vikings were down 21 at halftime in their playoff game to the Rams on Monday, and the Wolves down 22 after the first quarter here to Golden State. But Edwards drills a three to start the second quarter as NBA leading 164th on the year.
After digging a huge hole early, the offense had to get going, and you knew Anthony Edwards.
And a dangerous pass there by Schroeder, and it cost him a turnover. Edwards lets it fly. Good again. Back-to-back threes from Ant. Wiggins. Blocked by Gobert. Back-to-back possessions with swats for the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert. Edwards around the Gobert screen. Hits the push shot, and it's a 10-point game. And Edwards, who's only taken 1 official shot this half, but the leading scorer for the Wolves with 22. He'll fire a 3 here and drill it. His first 3-point attempt of the second half is good.
It was a silent night tonight. And hits that one. He started 0 for 6, but he's hit 2 of his last 3. Well, Hart coming off that magnificent triple-double against the Sixers. The two teams combined 18 for 31 for 3. Edwards. Very few free throw attempts. Edwards, he tries a 3. That's good. Edwards now hits one. McDaniels goes inside. Boy, there's so much contact going on out there right now. Edwards sidestep for three. That's good. He now has 20.
Right on the middle of your screen.
Edwards, hard drive, put it in with the left.
Mike getting off to a fast start last night in New York was huge for Minnesota.
Edwards for three, got it. Wolves did a great job rebounding last night. Randall got it back to Edwards. Splash! Wolves have had great vibes so far in this one. Elbow jumper. That one, huge.
His leadership and certainly what he endured, which wasn't always good or positive, but to be celebrated now for his contributions to progress, I think is tremendous.
And Morant hasn't been a great shooting game for him, but he's got 12 points, 7 assists. He's done most of his damage at the free throw line. Here comes Edwards looking for more.